parents' couch, trying to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl. Pay for all I've done. Well, that Guido said, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now a play fake here on first down. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go street.
In motion goes the tight end.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
19, 18. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Okay,
looking
ready?
to put a drive together.
There, ready.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here we go. Set, cut.
Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Panthers at 2-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina! Ja'Tavion Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Ryan Fitzgerald now to have the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they...
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Ready?
Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Williams brings it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready? 7 Pirates. Cougar 19.
They'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
19 tight. Here we go. Set.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ryland on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Throwing. Young. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Young going to give to Brooks. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Young. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here is Young. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Come on. Set. 6, go.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
70 line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. And finally marked down at the 23. 129 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching on a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now here's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? 70. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Bronco 80. Tag. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Break. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Set. Hey.
He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
19, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, 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 check. 79 Broncos. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I would say that would be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Once again, it's Brooks. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
Down. Black 40. Trouble 38. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready, set. Let's go.
Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
49-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get it.
Head off to Gibbs, headed right here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 140 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, maybe unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That's good.
Now Young going to move him around.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They can't even get a playoff.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Joseph. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go, here we go. 6.
Back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
18 Cardinal, 8.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 23. 156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Mustang 19. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 Cowboys. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Down.
Young will set to throw. Got a man, that's Liggett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panthers, first down.
Now Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Okay,
The
ready?
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set it. Ready?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 9.
Set.
Gibbs on the toss left. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Okay,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
On the ready?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw, Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Ready, break. Let go.
Gibbs straight ahead. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
County Lions. Let's go.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Dragon, craft all 80.
Looking to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here is Young. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Now here's Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 47.
Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
52.
That's good for the Panthers.
Fight, 60.
First down.
Young now. They'll find McMillan here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the line.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. That one completes him again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That's to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Down inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they'll get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a toss play to Gibbs. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you
real my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Trilling me, back to back to back. They gon' heat me up. I been trying to keep it cool with these little